Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man is the latest in the failed Universal Monster Universe, this time rebooting the classic The Invisible Man. However, outside of name alone, this is absolutely nothing like the original, or really any other rendition or incarnation we've received of this film, whether it was a direct remake or not. This story follows Cecilia as she attempts to escape an abusive relationship. But once she believes she has finally succeeded, when it's revealed that her partner committed suicide, soon enough she finds he may just be haunting her from beyond. Fortunately, it's hard to prove that someone you can't see is actually terrorizing you, not just in your mind. I was actually really excited for The Invisible Man. I thought the trailer looked really good, and it seemed like an intriguing new take on this classic story, if you will. Something new, something fresh, but an idea that could really utilize the concept well. Not to mention, I actually enjoy Lee Winnell overall. I like the Saw franchise, and he's obviously been a big part, particularly early on with the Saw franchise, with the Insidious franchise, and of course, most recently as writer and director of Upgrade. And then he came onto this project to write and direct yet again. I have to say, I loved it. I honestly think this is superior to every other rendition of this story we've received thus far. So let's go ahead and talk about the positives. Well, I have to give it up to Lee Winnell first and foremost because this film is beautifully crafted. What a wonderful, tension filled horror film, full of thrills, really organic jump scares, full of actual terrorizing ideas. And it just worked. Right from the opening moment of this film, you are put to the edge of your seat because it's just so real. He also gets credit for the screenwriting because what a haunting and chilling way to bring the Invisible Man storyline to the new age with an abusive partner who refuses to let go and continuously terrorizes you. And it's just executed so well, even in the negative space of this film. You feel the tension, you feel the horror just lingering and bubbling under. Then when we get into scenes that feel a little bit more like classic horror, they are done beautifully. The camera work was so good. I loved the panning shots we received in this movie. I loved that we lingered on empty space, never knowing if this was the setup and he was there, whether he wasn't there, what we were looking at. Winnell just directed this film perfectly. It was beautiful. But another factor that aided in all of that, the sound design. First of all, the original score is amazing in this film, but even more so was just the use of sound, how we sucked sound from the screen, how we got this big, like, unsettling music that would come in and out. Oh, it was fantastic. And now for our cast. Elizabeth Moss is wonderful in this movie. Now, I do have to give a caveat. Does Elizabeth Moss ever play a character that is not like a victim of abuse from men? Because that seems to be her MO, her go-to stereotype in a character, which makes me wonder, like, I don't know, are you sending subliminal messages about your life in Scientology? I don't know. But in that, honestly, I don't know, it makes me a little bit uneasy that she seems drawn to female characters who are suffering at the hands of men. But that's neither here nor there. We're not here to psychoanalyze and try to figure out her reasonings. I just hope it's all creative choices, and we'll leave it at that. But regardless, even though we have seen her play this hurting victim female several times now throughout her career, this is the best I've ever seen Elizabeth Moss. She is so good in this movie. Honestly, our entire cast is top notch here. And obviously, I can't go too far into what happens and what goes on, but just wow, as we progress in this film, it just hits really big peaks. And that ending, oh, it's so good. This, honestly, is mainstream horror that puts all of the indie atmosphere that you love right on top of it to craft a really, really great horror thriller. Well, then, what doesn't work so well when it comes to The Invisible Man? Well, as great as the idea and the overall messaging and story is in this film, I did find some of the dialogue to get clunky. So you're like, oh, what's going on? I don't know. Some of the interpersonal stuff was rough around the edges, to say the least. And character decisions. Sometimes I was like screaming, check this camera. Why did you leave that there? Why are you going here? Grab that. Those type of tropes are certainly present here where you're just like a little bit frustrated with some character decisions. Other than that though, I think this was a really great horror film. Finally, we're getting some great horror after months of just trash. Pure and total trash. Thank you, Lee Winnell, for delivering The Invisible Man, which honestly is a full price ticket, y'all. I loved this film. I thought it was fantastic. So, that is my review of The Invisible Man. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see The Invisible Man? What is your favorite Invisible Man story? Whether it be the original, a direct remake, or some other iteration of the Invisible Man horror tale. Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!